Problem number 5, find the value of x. As we take a quick look here, this length and this length are going to be helping us because we can use the triangle midsegment theorem. And what we know is that 7x is half the length of the other side of our triangle here. And sometimes it's a little bit easier here to get rid of the fraction first to be able to solve this. You could just distribute the 1/2 and then solve that way. But to make our life a little bit easier, what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply this side by 2, because that's the denominator, the bottom number of fractions. So we're going to multiply this side by 2 as well. So this becomes 2 times 7x, and then it's 2 times 1/2 times 17x minus 18. And I just show that step a little bit better here, because what happens is that the 2's cancel out. And when we cancel out the 2's, 2 times 7x is 14x equals 17x minus 18, because we ended up distributing a 1 now. So that was nice. And solve this the way your algebra teacher taught you. I like to move my letter to the left. So we end up with negative 3x equals negative 18. And divide both sides by negative 3. So x equals 6. Same idea on problem number 6. We want to find the value of x. And once again, using the triangle midsegment theorem, we're working with these lengths here. One of the reasons that I do know that this is a midsegment is because of our tick marks here and our tick marks here. And once again, the midsegment is the 6x plus 31, and its length is half as big as the 19x minus 36. And just like the previous problem, it's probably a little bit easier to get rid of the fraction now rather than later. So that means that we look at the denominator, the bottom of the fraction, and we're going to multiply this side by 2, which means that we multiply this side by 2 here. And I'm just going to show a little bit more work here. So this is going to be 2 times 6x plus 31 equals 2 times 1/2 times 19x minus 36. The nice part about this is there's a 2 in the top, there's a 2 in the bottom. 2 divided by 2 is 1. So now we're left with 2 times 6x plus 31 equals 1 times 19x minus 36. And we can distribute that. 2 times 6x is 12x. 2 times 31 is 62. 1 times 19x is 19x, and 1 times 36 is 36. And now we're going to solve, and you solve the way your Algebra 1 teacher taught you. Again, my preference is to move my letter to the left. It won't make any difference. We will end up at the same place. For me, it's just going to take probably one more step than you. But we get negative 7x plus 62 equals negative 36. And then we can subtract 62 from both sides. And we end up with negative 7x equals negative 98. And then finally, to undo the multiplication, because negative 7 times x, so we're going to divide both sides by negative 7. And I'll flip over here to the calculator real quick. but we end up with negative 98 divided by negative 7 gives us 14.